Hey everyone, and welcome to today's business series Sales Made Simple. Simple business tutorials for women in health and well-being, designed to help you translate your skills and expertise in clients, sales, and business that works. So, if you are navigating this space of being an expert in your field but struggling to attract clients and getting those clients consistently, I've simplified the idea behind getting your offers to stand out and sell. My name is Rumiana Niati. I am a nurse turned entrepreneur, and I love working with like minded experts in health and wellness to help them turn their skills and expertise into business systems and sales processes that attract the right clients and help them focus on what they love doing best rather than chasing after clients. So today's session is called Why Good Offers Stop Selling. And if you are a skilled entrepreneur who is passionate about your work, you have tons of value to offer, you are a professional in your field, you may be asking yourself, why is it so hard? Why skilled professionals struggle to sell their services, especially online, especially if it's a service based business rather than a product based business? And we're going to dive in today to look at how to diagnose why demand feels inconsistent. So, what's today's session about? So, today we're looking at the sales offer check, a reality check for entrepreneurs who are in health and well-being professionals, and we're looking to identify what to correct before you try harder. And my personal approach to business is I look at your business systems, your offer, and your holistic setup as I would look at a patient assessment. From my medical background, we're taught systems, we're taught processes, and that works so well in business too. I look at offers the way I was trained to look at patients. We check in the symptoms, we look at the causes, and then only we prescribe the treatment plan, because this way you really get to change and help at the root cause rather than just at the surface level. You really get to achieve lasting change and business that works. So, if you are right now having difficulties in your business acquiring clients, getting the right clients, you've put a lot of work, you've done all the qualifications, you're already an expert in your field, but you're tired of chasing clients. You've reached that level and you're finding like you're stagnating. You're ready to grow, you're ready to offer more, but you're second guessing your offer, you're second guessing your pricing. You may be even diluting your offer just to sound more safer, more acceptable, thinking and wondering what else to add, maybe adding more content instead of fixing the root cause, fixing the system. And you might even quietly questioning whether the market wants what you do. What does this mean for a skilled entrepreneur? Obviously, that costs you. This is the highest cost any business can have. And it's not the cost of paying memberships, overheads, or anything like that. The highest cost in business is the cost of lost sales, low or no sales. And the risk, this carries a risk. It's what low sales start doing to confident, capable professionals. They start causing you to self-doubt, start having you causing you to procrastinate. And when demand feels inconsistent for a long time, highly skilled women start to shrink rather than scale. And this is the real cost. This is the real damage that can cause to an expert entrepreneur in their field. So, how do we create demand? Well, first of all, is understanding what demand is not created by, or is not as a result of. So, demand is not a motivational problem. Demand is also not a work harder problem, because either of these is not the solution. Or if you may be thinking, oh, if I just post more and more visible, that's going to create demand. Demand is not post more problem either. Demand is a design problem. You design demand the way your business is designed, by designing the structure in your business and designing offers that are structured in such a way that they create demand. But let's look into symptoms. Let's look into the symptoms that are often on the surface level being experienced by professionals and experts in their field. You often will have some interest in your offers, but there'll be no decision or there'll be no conversion to actually a paying or buying client. People would maybe find excuses and they'll say they need more time or they need to look into this further and they won't be committing. So you have inconsistent inquiries, maybe, or you will feel like selling is a heavy work, a lot of chasing, a lot of following up, that it never really converts or it takes really a long time. And you also might feel that you're starting from zero each month. This is exactly what one of my clients recently said. There isn't that process or there isn't that structure to take inquiries, to create the demand, to convert them to inquiries, and then convert them then later to paying clients. It just feels like starting from zero. These are typical symptoms to having a lot of value in your business, but not structured in such a way that creates demand. But if these are the symptoms, let's not stop there. Let's look at what's actually causing these symptoms. If you're familiar with any of these symptoms, this is an invitation to look deeper and find out what is actually causing that stagnation. Let's dive into the causes. Cause one is if your positioning is unclear, people will hesitate. And what's really happening here, you'll be probably having buyers that can't immediately see the outcome that you're offering and they'll walk away. Or probably you sound credible but similar to others. So you don't really distinguish yourself, you don't stand out. And also, people don't see what's in it for them in your offer if that positioning is not clear. So this is the real cause, and this is what's really happening underneath. So the symptoms that you will probably see and familiar with, people say it sounds great, they like it, they might even comment, but then they go quiet, right? Has that happened to you? And if that's happened to you, the root cause is possibly one of this. The positioning is not clear, and that caused people to hesitate. What's the treatment? Well, going back to that positioning, pitch, and profile, if they are aligned, if they're clear and strong, then that means that the heavy lifting of sales is done before. So the positioning, pitch, and profile must do the heavy lifting, as we say, before the sales conversation. That's just a quick reflection and quick pause and invitation to check in about your positioning of your profile and offer. Cause number two, if your value is mismatched, people will stall. What this really means is if you are selling standalone offers that are just designed and put to market just on their own instead of a connected journey for the client, there is mismatch and people would hesitate in buying that because they would not see the whole picture and they'll be just seeing that one offer that you put ahead, and it might not be that alignment, right time, right moment for them. The buyer doesn't know where this fits. Again, it's just a one solution offer, one proposition, and price might feel high because the structure isn't clear. Symptom, often clients come to me and say they feel like their prospects feel they like their offers, but they don't buy. And the treatment here is offers needs to be designed as part of a business model, as a cohesive business ecosystem, not as isolated services. And this is where often I have clients come who are passionate about hosting retreats. They have put an offer there for retreat, for a coaching program or high ticket offer, and they struggle to sell that. It's simply because of this cause number two. There isn't a cohesive offer structure, and just the offer it stands alone without having the structure and the connected journey around it. Cause number three, if the sales process is underbuilt, you will end up chasing clients all the time. And what would that look like? what's really happening is that you're relying on conversations to do the work of instead of a system. So you are manually trying to persuade people at networking events, online, in social media, trying to have those um, conversations whereby you are again directly selling or trying to persuade someone that they need what you've got to offer. There isn't a defined path from interest to a decision, and possibly the back end of your business doesn't support consistency. So you as a business owner, you're doing all the heavy work, the chasing, and it feels heavy. The symptom is I feel like I'm always starting from zero. This is exactly what one of my clients said recently, because again, it's just there's no system, it's just that manual work trying to sell, starting from zero. There's no a path, there's no a journey to create demand and interest, and to take that client on a journey to getting them to a decision where it's not persuading but is serving and attracting and doing it in the right order. The treatment is I building a clear back end flow that removes the pressure from selling. So if you are currently feeling under the pressure of chasing clients and some of these symptoms is what you're experiencing, looking at the root cause of those is really going to help you understand what needs to change in your business, in your offer, to start attracting the right clients and start getting people not just liking your offers but buying them. Because if your offer isn't converting, changing the price or posting more won't fix it. Until you see the real cause, every change will be superficial, every change will be a guesswork. So here's my invitation to you. If this sounds like something that you relate to, it resonates with you, I invite you to turn this theory and this strategy into a practical tool to dive into your business, into your offer, and find out what exactly is missing. What's the root cause of your offers that are probably stalling right now? They're not standing out and they're not selling. If this is something that you can benefit from, follow this YouTube channel for more free content and find the link where you can book a free business audit session, a free one-to-one consultation with me where we dive in to look at the root cause of your program, of your retreat, of your offer that might not be selling right now. And instead of changing on the surface level, let's dive in and find out what exactly is happening so that when you change something, you do the right next step rather than working more, hustling more, or wasting energy and time at the wrong thing.